Yeah, you felt the CEO's aura, didn't you, Necros? Yeah, you better get on a different character. This is my character, the better Spider-Man player, the techiest Spider-Man. Andrew's my Venom, my duo. Picked it for me, not you. Yeah, you get on Iron Fist, Necros. This is my fucking Spider-Man character, the CEO. You better get it the fuck right.
So this is our update for Spidey in early access, the one I do every time for you guys. I'm going to try to speed run a bunch of stuff after we touch on Spidey for a little bit. I'll show off a few of the skins. It'll be a slightly different video. I'm going to touch a couple of balance issues that may affect Spider-Man or just a good in general. But first things first, the new Spidey skin. In my opinion, this is the best Spidey skin in the game at this point. The sounds are great. You'll hear it when I'm messing around. The way his hair moves around, he literally feels like a ninja, like a legit ninja. So there's the battle pass. I'm going to quickly skim. The Iron Fist skin is actually crazy. But let's quickly go ahead and get into the Spidey stuff. So just for a few of the skin sounds. And then also so it rips off, it has those sounds. The webs sound amazing.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Double kill!
So pretty much everything seems to still be intact for Spider-Man. Like, all the tech that we were concerned with, all this is still in the game. The main thing that I've noticed, I'm gonna try to make this quick and run through everything. The main thing that I've noticed is the wall bounce tech. And I know I've said this in 4 videos, but we're gonna say it again because people are still confused. So in Season 0, you could do it with the cluster or without. Regardless, it was extremely inconsistent. Same with Venom. You obviously have to do it just normally. It was incredibly inconsistent. In 1.0 cluster version was really the only version that was consistent. 1.5, you can now do it with or without it. Like whichever one you want to do, it's gonna work both ways. With 2.0 season 2, this is so consistent. I've done it like 100 times in a row and just can't mess it up. You will accidentally be wall bouncing like all the time. It's so consistent now. Like you literally can't mess it up. So the wall bounce tech is coming in hot next season. Like yeah, you'll legit just be accidentally doing it. As you can see, it's literally unmess upable, and you just don't have to do the cluster version in 2.0 literally at all. So don't waste your cluster, just do it the normal way. So wall bouncing, incredibly consistent now, like literally 100% rate on it. So get your rollouts, get your movement going, like your B hops into your wall bounces, like whatever you're gonna do, go for it. As you can see, I did hitch there. Like after that uppercut, the hitching is still in here a little bit. So whenever you get too much speed, you'll find yourself kind of like hitching forward with Spider-Man. I know some of you guys have felt that. The performance seems a little better at just the game in like in its entirety, if I could fucking speak, in its entirety, but there is like some little micro stutters that I'm getting all of a sudden. There's some new shader experiment stuff with the engine. I don't or with the memory and stuff. I don't know how much that affects it, but the networking does feel smoother, even though there is like hitches on the engine still kind of here and there. So that is the next topic I'm going to talk about, is the smoothness of Spider-Man. So it's not like our last update where we have like an insane momentum jump, acceleration curve change where Spider-Man just goes way faster, where it was extremely noticeable. Now he just feels kind of like the animations feel a touch smoother. I don't really know how to describe it. It's not like a huge jump, but when you play with him, like you'll understand it. Like you'll feel it in the character. So, and as you can see, we got a server hop or engine hop there where it's a little bit like you hit still a little bit. And speaking of all that, the backwards B-hop, which is starting to get traction with a lot of people from the super jump video that we put out. I think people are just now finally starting to see it and kind of spread it and stuff like that. So it's still pretty consistent. It's as consistent as it's gonna get, basically. If you don't know how to do it, you can check out the super jump video, or basically the best way I find doing it is running your FPS from 60 to 75 and going jump, web swing to the ground, and then when the web swing attaches to the ground, you're gonna hit cluster jump. You don't need scroll wheel for this. This is a console tech because it works best at low FPS. I will say I do think it's extremely viable. The only thing, it is still just a touch niche because of the specifics. Like if you're on a high-end computer, you have to lower your FPS to, like I said, between 60 and 75. A lot of people don't want to do that for obvious reasons. Console, it's perfect. And then it is consistent, pretty consistent. But if you mess it up, you know, maybe high-level scenarios, you're going to waste resources and you could potentially just die. So it is a little niche, but I do think it is absolutely a viable thing to do and to pull people off the map and, you know, stuff like that. So, and like I said, it's pretty damn consistent once you get the timing down, and frame rate is the secret there. I got a few new niche techs that are just implementing game mechanics. They're nothing super special. I might just kind of throw a video. Like one of them is like this vortex. So if you hit this like vortex above their head, you get this slow animation where you can actually get an instant overhead out of the get over here targeting. So, but you do have to basically be on top of their head to do it. But that's just like a little thing for people. Like you see, I couldn't do it there. You'll get like this weird animation. I just call it vortex because that's what it feels like. Feels like you're in like this slow-mo above his head. But anyways, that's like a cool little thing you might find yourself hitting sometimes just randomly. All in all Spider-Man stuff is here. He feels a touch smoother. I don't know, you'll feel it. Like it's not a big deal. Makes him feel a little bit better. I hope they get rid of the hitching on the speed and the micro stutters because they're a little bit. I didn't go through every single tech A to Z, the most stuff that people are going to be using and whatnot, and it's all pretty much there. But the main thing is the wall bounce tech. It's just so consistent now, like extremely. I do find this to be viable now that people will start using way more in their rollouts and on the fly and whatnot. So really quickly, people were worried about the damage boost like being gone with Spider-Man and stuff. It's not. Like you can still like do the normal stuff with like Venom combo's still there, all the business. So damage boost is fine on Spider-Man. He's still going to be normal Spider-Man outside of like all these shield characters like from Moon Knight. He's not as free anymore to us. Iron Man getting his shield in overdrive, he's not as free anymore. The Monstros, stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the season 2.0 early access rundown on Spider-Man. Just feels a touch more smooth, wall mounts way more consistent, and just all that stuff. I'm gonna put another video out right after this going over the other changes with other characters and balance. You know, it kind of affects Spider-Man a little bit, lets you guys see that and whatnot, and Emma Frost and everything. But yeah, that's it. You enjoy the video, like, sub, comment, do your thing, boost up in the algorithm. If not, it's all good too as usual, and y'all have a good one.
Yeah, there it is. Some more shit. A fucking EF4 is about to come swoop the CEO the fuck away. Storm is literally ulting me IRL right now. I'm gonna go outside and stand on my roof and whip out my meat. And then the tornado's gonna get scared and go the opposite direction over to a Cloak and Dagger player's house, or a Rocket Raccoon player or some shit. About to go bitch this tornado. The CEO is about to chest up this bitch, perform the FFAme meat, show this tornado who the big meat is. The big meat.